Hi guys, welcome to.
Hello.
Wow, I was not expecting that to the Gig Economy Podcast. Jesper just scared the shit in my ears. I wasn't looking at him. I was looking at something else. And I was like, "Hello." Gonna get a nice spike on that one. I love it. I hope you guys are having a good evening. This is episode 152, I believe.
52.
Grubhub can open your garage. 10K to some DoorDash drivers, and is 50% tip a good tip?
Yeah.
Were you trying for a joke?
No.
Oh,
It's the story is just remarkably weird. We'll obviously go
very
through it later.
stupid.
Yeah, very stupid. Right?
Yeah.
Very stupid.
As Steve from Right Your Rodeo is, if you're listening to the show or watching it, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I never say that. I should. But I do notice when I go to look at the stats, I'm like, wait, we had a ton of viewers, but like 3 likes. Like, what the freak is going on?
Hit the like and hit the subscribe.
Hit the subscribe. So
yeah.
So just gonna jump into the Patreon real quick, just getting through some stuff. I'm gonna change it up a little bit tonight. Love for you to join Patreon. We are doing a live Patreon tonight at 9-10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We are?
Yeah. We usually go 15, 20 minutes,
15,
depending
20
how the content goes. If you want to get access to that, go to patreon.com/the Gig Econ Podcast and or just search the Gig Economy Podcast and you can join us too.
Yep.
Speaking of Patreon members, Larry, Samson, Steve, Chris, Bud, Tom, Omar, Lindsay, Delivery Cats, and Jamie. We appreciate everyone supporting the show.
There you go. And then if you don't want to support that way, you can support us by signing up for our newsletter list. And you can do that on the gigeconomyshow.com. And you do that to get notified when a new show comes out. Whenever it lands on Mondays, we generally send out a notice earlier, just before it lands.
Did you put one out this week?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Good job.
Yeah.
And I need to do the newsletter. I just realized my camera's messed up a little bit. I still haven't done that because I asked Jesper, give me something that you've done in your life.
No, it's my fault.
I'm just blaming it on you. A synopsis of what's going on in your life. But so we'll get that out soon. Then we had the B-side. That's
B-side last week.
Yes. With Eric.
We had Eric on there. It was a good show.
Yeah, he sent me a text. He finally joined the Telegram group, y'all.
I saw. Yep. Hey, Janet. So yeah, he joined the Telegram group. So there's a little bit of fresh blood in there.
Yeah.
So everybody, guys, do not scare him away.
I love Chris when a new person gets in there because he warns them to mute the chat and then said, just be careful. We're all kind of weirdos in here. And then I think I don't know who it is. It's Naked and Delivered or something. I don't know if even it's a he or a she.
Yeah,
I don't even know, but posted some pretty graphic, it was all cropped out, but you know what the girl was doing. I'm like, oh, geez, welcome to the group, Eric. Poor Janet. She's like, what is going on here?
No, we are all adults, but we don't always act like it. So.
Yeah, mostly we don't act like it.
Yep.
So stories from the road, Jesper.
So I don't have. Well, I don't have a lot of stories. I did finally drive Lyft 2 weekends ago. I drove Friday and Saturday. Did pretty well. I mean, it was not a super busy weekend, but I still did okay. I didn't have any specials at all from Lyft. I really only had maybe 5 XLs, and the rest was all X's.
Yeah, because you can't filter.
I know you can't filter, right? I signed up for what's the app I'm doing now? You tell me.
Maximo.
I signed up for Maximo so that can filter for me. So I'll be doing that this weekend because I don't want to take all the stupid rides. But I still did okay. Actually, I did like 450, which I think is that bad for
with no incentives.
No incentives. It was Lyft only. I think I drove 18 hours.
Okay.
No, not even that much. Probably 14 hours maybe, because I drove 6 hours Friday and 6 hours Friday and 8 hours Saturday. So yeah.
Okay.
So not too bad.
How has the Lyft platform been treating you as far as functionality? Do you find you like it better?
Oh no, not at all. It's kind of clunky compared to Uber, and it crashes.
Does it?
Yeah. Yeah, no,
I
it's just
remember when I did
clunky.
Lyft a lot. I preferred the Lyft app, but then like
Yeah.
I think Uber has come leaps and bounds.
Oh
with,
yeah,
with how good their app is.
the app is just
It's seamless.
It's much more seamless, absolutely. And the app function of Lyft is just.
I can't remember. Does the GPS keep you in the app, or does it pop out to Google still?
You can choose. You can choose to do that. I may just do that this weekend.
To keep in the app and
No.
pop it out.
Yeah, because I did this time. I kept it in, and it's just not. I'm just not thrilled with it. I must admit, I'm not thrilled with it.
It's fine. That's why I asked. I was just curious.
It took me a while to figure out how to switch back into an XT, how much money I made. And I got to be careful now when I drive this weekend, because now after this new laws, you can't be touching your phone all the time. That's actually one thing I did like with Lyft, that it just automatically accepts.
Yes.
So that does seem to make sense when it comes to the new law, and I like that.
Well, it would be nice with Maximo. It'll filter out those garbage ones, so you don't have to like get to your next ride and look at it. And you're like, I'm not taking this.
Right, exactly. Because then you end up having to cancel it. It's like, ugh. And I did end up canceling a couple of them.
Yeah. Did you get the riot act from them? Like, hey, no, please don't cancel too much.
I don't know.
You didn't get an email from them or anything?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't. I just, but it's clunky. I mean, it is clunky, but it works, and they made money. So why not?
And your Uber status is?
My Uber status is still none. I can't. I mean, I'm right now. I'm my account is still active, but I have 0 services. I mean, I can't even deliver.
That's crazy.
And what happened is for Checker, my
the
driving part is done. My driving record is gone and good and accepted, but they're waiting for my background check.
So I wonder,
when I checked it earlier today, they're saying now July 14th. So.
Okay. Have you committed any crimes in the last year?
Nothing I'm hoping they would find.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe a few children around that you don't know of, but other than that,
again, they didn't catch me.
At least Julia wasn't on when I said that.
Catch me on. Yeah. No, of course I haven't done anything. It's just, I mean, they keep blaming the law. They keep blaming that new Michigan law. Now, whether or not that's the true or not.
I mean, it's got to slow down at some point. I mean, it's been going hard since what, April 15th?
Something.
Yeah, so we're like 3 months ish.
But right, exactly. But I mean, you said there's some people online said it took them about 2 months.
Yes.
So I think it's been about a month and a half for me now.
Okay.
So
well,
I'm going on weeks. I mean, I think I'm going into this weekend, week 7, technically. So I think
it's so interesting when you don't realize how good you have something until it's gone.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, God, I can't wait to get back on Uber. Mm-hmm. But when you have Uber, you're bitching about it. This sucked, blah, blah, blah.
But I mean, again, with all the extras you get on the Lyft, because they do jump quite often, with the 3 and 4, because I drive at night, right?
Yeah.
So you'll see the surge jumps up.
You do get more surge with Lyft than you do with Uber.
Yeah,
I would agree, and I think Uber has figured that out, and that's why they're offering the incentives. Because they know that you're not going to get. So it must just be just like before, like there's less drivers on Lyft.
I just don't understand why they haven't given me any specials. Because everybody else around me are getting specials on Lyft.
I don't understand how passengers take Lyft. I mean, when you see the comparison on prices a lot, like it's significant.
It's stupid.
Unless people have like their monthly program or something, maybe that's why. But
again, it was not quite bumper to bumper. I mean, ride to ride, but it was pretty busy most of the night.
Yeah. So I don't have any ton of stories from the road, but I've been doing a lot of early morning flex routes.
Right.
Like my last one was 3:30. And let me tell you, that's rough. Like doing the route isn't rough, but splitting up your sleep is really rough.
Right.
The last time I actually did a route, came right home and went to bed. But normally I'll stay up, go play pickleball, do some things, and then take a nap in the afternoon. But I can only do it for a couple days, and I'm like, okay, I need to sleep straight through the night. So it's been interesting. One thing I'm finding is at the warehouse in Grand Rapids, there's one in Walker on your end of town, and there's one in Kentwood, at least for Amazon Flex. They don't bring the carts out because it's too hot.
Oh.
So we have to walk in there, and because their warehouse is air conditioned. I'm surprised how cool it is in there when the door came up. I'm like, and they don't check us in right away. So they make us wait. So technically, once they check us in, they have a 30 minutes to give us a cart, or we get to walk away and get paid for free.
Yeah.
So they won't check us in. They'll make us walk to them with our driver's license, scan it, and then we have to get a cart out of it. But I'm like, okay, it's too hot at 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. Even the morning, it's like, come on.
Yeah.
What? Like, I'm not calling a bunch of wussies, but it's just like,
no, it's bullshit.
I mean, yes, I'm driving around in an air-conditioned car, but like, you can't. It's a job. This is, anyways.
Is there a lot of people? I'm asking because I'm noticing now I'm getting a lot more packages in the morning. Like when I wake up, they're there.
Yes.
Than they used to be.
Yes.
So,
I will let you know if you get Amazon, they start at 3 a.m. So you'll pick up your route at 3. And I've been getting a lot of walker routes. Like I've been getting some close ad stuff. Like
have you been dropping off of me?
No, but my last route was 2 streets over from you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You just must have not had a package that day.
Yeah, probably not.
But
which is unreasonable because we get packages every day.
I know. We've slowed down a little bit. Like, but yeah, it is a different experience in the middle of the night. I had one lady I rolled up at like 4, and she's like, gosh, I haven't been to bed yet. And I'm like, shit, lady. Like, she's out there just chain smoking. And then I had one guy taking his dog out at like 4 a.m.
Wow.
And I was like, hey. He was like, hello. I was like, here's your Amazon package. So, I mean, most people should know once they order it, like they tell you, like, in what we're delivering now in Flex, they're only 3-hour routes typically, is we're doing the same day stuff or next day.
Yep.
So if you order it today and you're getting it tomorrow, chances are a Flex worker is going to deliver it. So the DSP is taking the regular stuff and we're doing the on-demand quick, yada, yada.
But that's good though. I mean, at least those routes enough for you. And are they profitable then?
They are in the morning. The earlier the route, the more you make.
Okay.
As it goes later in the morning, it's a little bit less, but it's still pretty decent. So
good. So you start the day already with a good
let's say $100, which is nice because then the pressure's off. So like if you have to get stuff done during the day or you have some issues or some car problems like I've been having for the last 2 weeks, you're like, oh, I made $100 at least. So like, okay, I can relax.
So do you then use your wife's car right now?
I haven't. She just worked a 4-day stretch, which it was the worst. She goes, I will never do this again. 4 days in a row and over the holiday and stuff. So I just stayed home since my car took a dump. So I'm picking it up tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So John says, Jason sure sounds like a Karen after starting to drive that bus. What do you mean? I don't understand the comment. Like, what am I being a Karen about? You mean because they're inside and I have to wait for my thing? Well, I mean, if I got to get out and potentially get shot by some asshole, like they should bring the cart to me.
Potentially get shot. Yeah, that'll happen.
I'm telling you, it's a wild, wild west in the morning there. There's some lady that had a big old Rottweiler at 3:30 in the car. There's some lady that had a kid in her car. Like I heard the kid talking, and I'm like, oh man.
As in delivering drivers?
Yeah. I mean, I get it. You got to make your money when you can, but there was a kid in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine by the rules.
No, I know,
Yeah,
but it's still tough though. But
3:30 in the morning, like,
yeah.
I mean, I guess if it's a young enough, I mean, it spoke though. It spoke. I mean, it talked like it was like having a conversation with mom. So I could see as a baby, the baby will just sleep mom's schedule. You know what I mean? But yeah,
it's tough. But I mean, I guess that is one of the benefits of this job, though, right? You're able to do that.
Yeah, and she can do it when she wants, and then she can take care of whatever business she needs to take care of.
And she won't have to pay for daycare.
It's true. And daycare is fucking joke.
Oh my gosh, it's a
Are
joke.
You so glad you don't have little kids now?
Oh my gosh,
insane.
We were going back even back when they were kids. We were like, Michelle and I were like, there's no way we can do daycare and have her work.
When I was working at True Green, at some point I was basically working to pay for daycare. That I had a little bit of left at the end of the week, but I was like, I was paying for daycare. Stupid.
Right.
This fucking rich ass country can't provide. Oh, don't even get me started. All right. Speaking of Lyft,
speaking of Karen,
potential admist crisis, admist, AMIDST. What does that mean? Like a possible crisis?
I don't know. Where are you at?
The first article, you dummy.
Why do you jump right into that? We haven't even talked. Oh, okay, that's fine.
What did we miss?
That's fine. Go ahead.
It's the first article.
I know. potential and missed crisis.
So does that mean like
There's-
possible
There's a potential. There is
possibility?
during the crisis, there is a Lyft potential.
Okay. Lyft's valuation has declined 12.68 year to date due to mediocre financial performance. Blah blah blah. Yeah, this country is rich because they don't pay for daycare and healthcare. Yeah, we got to get those bombs lined up. I shouldn't have said that.
They're gonna shut us down now.
Yeah. YouTube just gonna shadow ban us. No, they're liberal. They won't. Jesper put this article in here. I kind of looked at it. Basically, Lyft's being shitty. They're stupid. Look at it. Said they attempted to create a food delivery program and works with Taco Bell from 2017 to 2018. I didn't know that. It never made it to us. Although today Lyft drivers had the option to participate in food or pharmacy delivery. Not for us. But
Right.
basically, Lyft sucks.
But they still have the potential for growth if they do it right. That's the big thing here.
Yeah.
Right? And the other side of that is also that Uber has no interest in Lyft failing. Let's put that out there. Uber don't want Lyft to fail.
Right.
Because if Lyft fails, they're going to get all kinds of trouble from the federal government, because now they're going to be the only one.
See, how does that happen retroactively? I see when they're trying to make a business. I've seen where the government has stepped in and say, no, you can't because you're going to be a monopoly. But would it be retroactive if Lyft went out of business? Or do you think only if they tried to buy them?
No, they're going to be it's not like they can say, no, now you can't do anything.
Well,
right?
Of course, because
but now the eyes are going to be all on Uber, not on Uber and Lyft.
Yeah.
So it'll be,
all the heat's on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and again, Uber, it's good for Uber that there is a Lyft.
Well, the competition is good.
Absolutely.
I mean, it drives prices up or down depending on how things go, but I think it's good. And if there was no Lyft, you wouldn't be working.
Right. That is true. So the conclusion says here, despite having a tolling past few quarters, Lyft has the ability to take advantage of the prosperous growth of the rideshare industry and capitalize on the new customers and services which will be associated with it. Shrinking market share and reduced revenue are both major problems the old administration faced, but with onboarding of new CEO David Risher, Lyft aims to reset business back to post-pandemic levels of success and regain a consumer base that has shifted to Uber.
If you had the keys to Lyft, what would you do to make it better? Like if you would say, think of it as a business owner. Take your head out of the driving thing. Don't even think about the drivers. Well, yeah, clearly they don't.
But I think that's what I would do.
What?
I would start thinking about the drivers. I think the problem is it's too difficult right now. This whole thing about the algorithm and all that stuff, it's too bullshitty. It's too difficult. This is the number one complaint everybody.
You mean it's too difficult to understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
And go back to the simple model it all started with. You pay the
80-20,
whatever it is. The drivers get paid a mile per mile and minute, and time, right? And the passengers pay for mile and time.
Yeah.
And you pay afterwards. End of story.
Yeah.
The model was simple.
And
it worked, and
and add the surge there for supply and demand.
I'm sure, of course.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be a game changer if they did that?
Go back to the model that was easy to look at.
Yeah.
Easy to. I mean, no, there's no more. It's just simple math at that point, right?
Yeah.
There's no, all this upfront pricing bullshit. It's like that's when everything changed, and now there's all these complaints, and why am I paying for this, and why am I paying for that, and all that stuff, and the drivers don't really want to drive a Lyft because, well, the passenger, he's paid like $80 and I get paid $275. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's what I would do. I would go back to the simple stuff. It's like what a lot of people are saying when you kind of take over a business or whatever. It's like just
go back to your roots.
Go back to your roots. Figure out what you're really good at. And cut all the other bullshit away.
Yeah.
And then go back to that and stop making money again. And then you reevaluate. That's how I think what to do.
Yeah, I like that idea. Do you think I
think it would be trust?
I think it would be easier for Lyft to do that because they don't have so many irons in the fire like Uber does, like deliveries and all this Uber Pet and like all this stuff. They can go back just to the basics and
And Lyft isn't in other countries either, right?
No.
Uber is not in other countries. No,
Uber.
Lyft is not in other countries. Uber is, yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
So I mean, it's much easier for Lyft to just have one system, one fits all.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? I often wonder, like, who's taking those long rides? You know what I mean? Like, no one's taking them. And I wonder if they're hurting on that. Like, you know,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
because I see people post them like, I ain't taking this shit. I ain't taking this shit. I'm like, is somebody actually taking them, or is
Yeah,
it
I'm
the
sure
dump?
they are.
You think so?
Well, yeah, just like somebody's taking the 225 DoorDash. I mean,
True. They need the money. In the moment they don't care that they're losing money. They just need the $150 or whatever they're going to earn on that ride.
well, or as you said, my daily total. I need
Yeah.
to make $150 today, otherwise I will be behind tomorrow. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if I work 6 hours or 15 hours today. I have to make $150.
Yeah. Oof, man. All right, moving on. Lyft sucks. So I thought this was interesting. I've never seen anything like this. Like, it looks like a DashLink package pickup. So it looks like an Amazon Flex route.
Yep.
I would so fucking do that. That is so much money. Like, for 68 miles. Normally, if I have a good, even if I go to Walker in that
Right.
area, I still put 50 miles on. You know what I mean? 68 miles for 225 guaranteed.
So what is DashLink?
I don't know. I don't know where this is. I'm trying to look. Freeport, Huntington. There's some water there. New Rochelle. Is that maybe East Coast?
I wonder if it's a delivery service of DoorDash or something like that.
Well, it looks like it has 28 Petco orders. Look at it's all from Petco.
Right.
And 2 orders from the DashLink place. So I don't know. I would totally
do it too.
Fuck
Absolutely. Yeah.
I saw that up there. I'm like, please come to Grand Rapids. I will do that all day long. I would do that and I'd be done.
Right.
Now that's going to take probably 3 hours. I mean, it looks relatively tight.
Yeah, but it's still fine.
Oh, yeah. No. 3-4 hours. Fuck yeah. I would take that all day. I've never made 225 in a route. I think the most I've ever made was like 175 maybe for like a 3-hour route.
So the interesting part, you go to 2 different places to pick up your packages.
Yeah, that is strange.
So
the Petco and then whatever that other DashLink package pickup, whatever that, or no, it looks like
deliverer.
Oh, deliverer. So
and then you go to Petco to pick up the other 28-hour orders, and then you deliver all the other ones. So you can see the first one is fairly far from the other one.
Yeah.
And,
So most of those miles are I probably from that.
Oh, yeah.
If you look at the other houses, they're like sitting on top of each other.
Yep, I get.
I would cream in my pants if that. Oh wait, you know what? I just found out that one of my bus driver friends listens to the show. As soon as I said that, oh, you know who you are. I'm sorry I said that because I know you're going to hear that next week. She's like, she sent a random text. She was like, "Are you really going to have a pony at your picnic?" I was like, "Wait a minute." She goes, "Oh yeah, I listen." I was like, "No, it's been a bit we've done for the last couple of years." I'm like, "Oh no, worlds are colliding. I got to be careful."
I know. It's always as in Julia is listening to my show.
Yeah. Oh, I just stole your story too.
That's okay. You can steal my story.
All right. Moving on. More DoorDash. This is pretty amazing. So there's email. This year, DoorDash is celebrating our 10-year anniversary as part of the milestone. We want to express our gratitude to the Dashers who have been on the road with us, delivering countless meals and smiles for nearly a decade. Your dedication and excellence have helped us grow and empower your local community, all while strengthening your Dasher community. We wouldn't be here without you. Look for a $10,000 reward to be deposited in your account today from us as a special thank you. And I'm like, no way.
It's real?
Yeah, but look at the next picture.
Yeah, but you can fake that too.
That looks so.
I mean,
dude, that looks so real.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it looks real. I just think it is. I don't know.
No, I mean it could be.
I saw a lot of pictures like this. It wasn't just this. Now I don't know why this one got removed from Reddit. You never know why people get their panties in a bunch or whatever. Yeah. But I mean, it doesn't surprise me. But you had to have like 10,000 deliveries too.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. You couldn't be just like me where I do 25 deliveries a month and then been here for 10 years. You had to have 10,000 deliveries too.
I mean, it's cool if it's actually true.
Yeah, I have to believe it is.
Sure.
I wish they'd do a news story on it somewhere. You figure
we'll have to look at that. Maybe there is a news story.
Yeah, there might. We don't research this other than the links that we see. So
There's nobody. Nobody's chatting tonight. Come on, guys.
Oh, they never do. Just
Ah.
John talking about bombs. I don't know why I did that. You're up next.
So this next one is actually kind of interesting. This is talking about the Amazon Key.
Do you have this at your house?
No, I do not.
Oh, I do. I do.
Is it active here in the market?
Not for Grubhub.
Oh no,
but I have regular Amazon Key. Is they have access to your garage and put your deliveries in your garage.
Okay, my garage isn't wireless though.
You can for $30 you can make it wireless.
No, I know.
Okay,
I just gotta put a device on it.
Yeah.
So speaking of the devices, I gotta tell you this because I'm
Okay.
super proud of this. Is the coolest thing. So earlier this year, I told Max on my son. My son is going off to college next year, and he's going to be electrical engineering. Thank you. Mechanical engineering. Sorry.
Mechanical.
So I said, Max, so make me something so I can put my pool pump on my Google Home.
Okay.
The other day, what do I see on the Google Home? Come up, pool pump.
How did he do it?
Shows up. He programmed one of his devices, one of his many boards. Now, so far it's not actually connected to the pump, but he had it connected so that you clicked on the pool pump on the Google Home and it would turn a little a lamp on and off. So conceptually it's working. Now we just have to put it something to turn the pump on and off. That's easy enough. But he got a program into it, worked with Google Home and everything, and like shows up pool pump. What the hell?
Like it just showed up randomly. You're like, what is this?
It said, came out on my phone, new device has been added. It said pool pump.
Man, that's amazing.
I was like, okay, dude. I said that was kind of for fun, but this is cool.
Yeah. Can you imagine when he's done with college what he could do for you?
I know. So yeah, he's gonna make a device so I can turn my pool pump on from my Google Home. Anyways, long story short.
Short story long.
Short story. There you go. So Amazon Key is coming to Grubhub. Basically testing out a new program to help make your deliveries even easier. As a Grubhub delivery partner in New York, Manhattan, you can be among the first to use Amazon Key. With Amazon Key, you can use your app to seamlessly access building lobbies and security gates in Amazon Key-enabled buildings around your city.
Oh, so it's not garage doors. It's more...
It's enabled cities. But in Manhattan and New York, I mean, I can't help. It's got to be a ton of those buildings. That
every building.
I know.
It's got a code behind it. I know. Sure.
So how cool is that then now they can just walk in?
Yeah, that's amazing. But
it's going to save them a ton of time.
But here's the thing. Like, is Grubhub even, like, we talked about it on the B-side with Eric. Grubhub's just, it's horseshit now. I don't know if it's more popular in New York or wherever it said it
I'm
was.
sure it is. Oops. I mean, they had it. I mean, one of the stories we talked about a couple of weeks ago, they had a special Grubhub place you pick up all your food. Remember that? They had that one that...
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure it's more popular in the big cities. So I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, would it be practical to do it for us? Like if I was getting food delivery, putting in my garage, because there's no really security. I mean, I guess people's food does get stolen on occasion, but if you live in an apartment,
no, it's not needed here.
No, it's not really needed. I like putting it. I like when they put it in the garage though, because like if we're gone for a couple of days, it's in the garage. It's not sitting.
The packages, yes. But this is talking about fries, McDonald's.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, would it work to put it in the garage in general?
Right.
Like, would you sign up for that? If you got DoorDash twice a week, would you sign up for it to get it put in your garage or just out in your front porch?
Just my front porch.
Yeah, see, me too. It ain't sitting out there for more than 10 seconds. Because the second that guy drives away, I'm into that bag.
Speaking of stuff like that, I saw that a new principle. You and I talked about that a while back. This whole concept of having, instead of having your packages stolen or whatever it is, you have this box that can be locked and unlocked. And that kind of stuff. So I saw a new principle that they're working on getting put in brand new houses.
Okay.
There's actually a box slot, just like you have a mailbox in your door. You'll have a box slot next to your door. So it's a much bigger slot, obviously, that they just open and then the package goes right inside right away.
So smart.
I know, right? And of course, it'll be, Amazon Key enabled or whatever it is, so that the driver comes up to you. You don't have to do, a code or anything, but you can't just open it. You have to do something,
Oh, it's not free for all. It's still
because otherwise you can get in with it,
Yeah, I was gonna say someone would crawl in it to get in your house.
Right. So
yeah,
but I mean, this is
the future.
But I think it's cool too that they're changing the way the house is being built also to
accommodate
all the technology, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm sure they don't have that in those awesome Alan Edwin homes behind us.
They probably do not.
Pieces
Behind
of shit.
Oh, so you're not happy about that coming up with it?
You can actually go by and see some wavy siding already in there.
Oh my
like, because I drive by it all the time because like it's kind of a shortcut for me to get out to Ivanrest.
Yeah.
And it ain't great. So
oh my gosh.
All right, moving on. We're going to do a quick ad here for this is where you can fast forward. Octopus tablet.
Yep.
Octopus tablet is a tablet I have not turned it on in like since I won the $1,000.
You should give it to me. I could drive it because I don't have a tablet.
I mean, but I'm getting the money for it. I'm not giving you the money for it. You can drive it around for me. Octopus tablet.
Wait a minute.
Go to the description in the post and you can sign up for that. It's a tablet. You can earn roughly $100 a month. They do have giveaways for the drivers. I have won $1,000, which is pretty fucking amazing. I'm not going to lie. And you can get activation bonuses, and it's just a really great company, and it's very driver focused.
Yep.
I don't see anything bad around them that like legitimate driver focus. Their only focus is to make sure we have what we need. Last time Larry was on, I think the show he was on with you, he talked about his cable getting ripped off.
Absolutely.
And they shipped another one out. Like, great company, awesome to work with. So link is in the description. We get a small percentage if you sign up. So we would
please sign up.
Please sign up. It would appreciate it. It would help.
Please sign up.
It helps support the show. So, all right, here we are at the TikTok about tipping. Is $5 enough? Did you
correct?
Burp?
Huh?
Did you burp?
No, I was going to, but then you.
Okay. So do you want me to play? Do you want to talk about?
Play the video.
Okay. Hi.
Hello.
Come here, Max. Next.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just want to say it's a nice house for a $5 tip.
You're welcome.
Fuck you.
Whoopsies.
I mean, it's a $20 pizza. What is he expecting?
So, yeah. So he made. Let's just say if it was DoorDash, I don't know if it was or not. He made so $7.50 on that. Now I don't know. It doesn't say about the mileage.
No.
It doesn't say he drove a long ways. It doesn't say.
But that's on him.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, to me, it's $7.50 for like a 3-mile trip. I don't care if you have $1 million house. Like,
it doesn't matter. The house doesn't matter.
No. Now, the pie was probably $20. She paid way more than $20.
Absolutely.
And maybe that's why he's like $5 isn't enough. But it doesn't really affect him. He's not paying all those fees. He got offered $2.50 or probably got offered $7.50, and he took it.
She gave him a $5 tip.
Yeah.
On a $20 pie.
Yeah, which is very fair.
That's 25%.
Yeah.
I mean, what's he expecting?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, she tipped $20 just because she has a nice house.
Yeah,
I mean, that's bullshit.
I wrote 50% as a. And is 50% tip a good tip? Why did I think it was?
I don't know why you wrote 50%.
I think I saw that somewhere in a post, and I'm like, as you were saying the 5 on 20, I'm like, wait, that's 25%. So
I didn't want to put that out there, but hey.
Throw me right under the bus like that. I read that somewhere and just Ron Burgundy it and wrote it. So,
but still, he is obviously expecting way too much of what he's doing.
Yeah, is this because of the house? Like, bro,
no.
I did read somewhere, again, take it with a grain of salt. They did get deactivated.
No,
of course. If it goes viral, you're fucked.
Good.
Like, what a dumbass.
Sorry. I mean, you shouldn't be doing this in the first place.
Honestly, like, it's one pizza. It's $20. Right. Like, I would never, even if the house, like, the only time I would bitch to you guys in the Telegram chat, I'm like, oh my God, this was like a $400 order and they tipped me $5. Like, right. And look at this fucking house. Like, but I would never say that to a customer.
But it would also be because you had to actually, multiple trips from your car, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And, I mean, yes.
Yeah.
It didn't take him any longer to drop one pizza off, right?
Yeah. And the house is nice, but it wasn't like.
No.
I saw the house across. I mean, there was a very nice house, but I mean, it wasn't like millionaires over there.
No.
But Fucking idiot.
Custom upload the Ring video and it went viral. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just, but that's the thing, right? It's like, just fucking don't be idiots.
I think he would have been fine if he didn't say the fuck you.
Maybe.
I don't think it would have gone viral, but I think she was like, "Oh, really? You just told me to fuck off?"
Yeah.
Like now it's going viral.
Well, now I'm complaining to Lyft about to DoorDash about it, whatever
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
You got Lyft on the mind, huh? Is that your little mistress?
I got my stickers today. I'm all excited.
Did you ask for them?
Yeah,
They
I
sent
had to submit and get two new stickers.
Oh my gosh. But anyways, guys,
I can't find my amp.
you can still buy them, I think.
I'm not paying
No.
50, 60 bucks for an amp.
Yeah. So don't complain about your tip if you're going to take it. Just because someone has a rich house, like you didn't freaking make the pie yourself. You just fucking drove it.
Right.
And if it was too many miles, that's on you, bro.
That's on you.
Yeah.
It's just grow up.
Okay.
Do something else.
So this next one is interesting. We'll play it and then we'll talk about it. And I can't click on that one, Jason. That's not going to work.
Up front.
Okay.
Yeah. Hot seat.
I should preface it. It's an Uber driver, passengers getting in the car. Then we'll go again.
Up front.
Okay.
Yeah. Hot seat. You okay with sitting up front?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm
Okay.
Cool. I'm cool.
So, my name is Gina.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I have Tourette. And my ticks are a little bad today. Your name is Sean. Sean Bond! How's your day going today, Sean?
Fine.
Well, that's great! Right. I do know how to drive good, okay? I promise I do. I've been driving since I was 16. Just some days my ticks are worse than others, you know?
Man, look, I gotta get you again.
Oh my gosh, okay, I'm so glad.
I gotta get you again.
Some people don't really know how to react to my Tourette's.
Oh, turn right here.
So I just really appreciate you just being so nice. Nice, nice, nice! Bye!
Bye. I'm about to get you again.
Okay, okay.
All right.
That's
So-
difficult.
I do watch that a little bit, and I'm like, I think her name was Jenna.
Yeah, Jenna.
Jenna, if you hear
Jane,
this,
yeah.
I'm not saying it is a bit, but it seems bitty, or not. Do you think it's real?
I think it's real.
You do?
Because,
okay.
but I've also seen people with Tourette's.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
there's
this is what they do.
yeah, it's hilarious.
And I think it's hard to fake Tourette's.
Yeah, it is, and I'm surprised she.
But it could be a bit. I guess I don't know. But
No. I'm not saying it is, but I always get screwed on these. I think they're
Oh, sure.
real, and I'm like, comes to find out it's fake. But I did actually reach out to her. I want to get her on the show. Like,
Yeah.
I want to not for her to do that, but I
No,
want to
no, no,
hear
yeah.
about her stories.
I
Of
bet
her,
you have tons of stories.
tons of stories. I'm so glad she created a TikTok to upload them. But it's interesting she didn't swear. There's a couple of TikTokers I follow that have Tourette's, and it's bad.
But they can't help it. That's the problem.
Well, why do some swear and some don't? It's like
I
if you already
don't-
swear in your regular life, that just comes out.
I don't know. I don't know it Tourette's enough.
I don't know enough either,
But yeah, it's interesting.
yeah.
So,
So,
but I definitely, to me, it came off as being real. But
I
don't know.
originally think that, but then I worry I'm getting the wool pulled over my eyes and saying like, what is that saying from? You ever hear that with the wool pulled over your eyes?
No.
You never heard of that
Well,
saying?
I probably do, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I just like I wonder where that. Do you ever want? We should do a podcast on where things come from, like the origin of like weird sayings.
Oh, I'm sure
there's
that's been around.
probably 17 Oh, completely sidetrack. Do you know that Instagram coming out with a new app tomorrow? Like Twitter, it's called Threads. You think we're gonna get some traction on the old show?
Maybe. Maybe we need to start something else on Threads.
Yeah.
podcast.
Let's just start dumping content over there. That was great. So Jenna, appreciate you. Good job working and
Yep.
scaring the shit out of people.
Definitely. But also, I mean, good job not letting it, if it's real, good job not letting it discourage you from not working.
Yeah. Would you,
No.
if you had that, wouldn't you say that every time someone gets a car
Absolutely. And put it on my app.
profile?
Put it on
Yeah.
the profile.
Just because, man, I mean, we're not talking about tonight because I feel like we bring all the terrible stories, but there was an Uber driver that got shot in Texas, maybe, because the woman thought, now they were close to the Mexico border.
Right.
She took a ride. It was near Warsaw, which is like right at the line. And she saw signs for like Mexico City or whatever. And she shot and killed him. You know what I mean? It's like, if I had Tourette's and I yelled like that, I would like every time, hey, I have Tourette's. Sometimes I have some tics. I just want to let you know.
Right.
It'd be annoying to say that. I mean, you took 40 rides. Can you imagine saying that 40 times a weekend? Like,
But
you still have to.
I don't know. Would I drive at night then? I don't know. That's interesting.
It's not that the Tourette's or the tics are going to cause issues. Like, you're not going to offend anybody, but they might get freaked out.
Oh yeah. No, absolutely.
Like, and maybe people, I mean, these fucking millennials and these young kids that you say, oh, I have Tourette's, they probably don't even know what the fuck that is.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
And they think it's bullshit and they feel threat. I don't know. I always look at the worst side of thing. Like, I would want everyone to know, like, I may scream the F word occasionally. But
it's not because you have Tourette's.
Thank you. Damn, you got my joke before. Damn you. Yeah. So anyways.
Yep.
All right, you're up.
I am up. This is another gig service called Taskmo that we are talking about. And Taskmo is, I'm going to go to the bottom real quick first, because not everybody knows what Taskmo is. It is India's largest gig discovery platform, helps large corporates, brands, and startups across the industries by providing gig workers to perform various tasks. Its mission to digitize gig jobs for the next 500 million internet users. And the interesting part here is that they have seen a humongous growth.
Okay.
So basically, they've seen 220% year-over-year revenue growth last couple of years. And this is e-commerce and fintech and stuff. Basically, it's all kinds of gig economy, of course, but a lot of them is young jobs. Basically, they see a 55% yearly growth in the gig work. They see a 20.5% youth participation increase. Okay, so again, India's largest platform. And again, we talked about it many times before, gig is here to stay.
Yeah.
Gig work is here to stay. And we are seeing here now that in India, there are, I mean, lots and lots and lots of new young people are using this new way of working as being the way to work, if you will, right?
Yeah.
As I was reading this article, I was thinking there was one more reason that I think they were not looking at. But basically, they're saying young people are signing up for this because they like having the the full flexibility and they don't, it's not the same you do all the time every day and stuff like that. But I was thinking about another thing too, is there's no pressure of having to getting the job.
You mean like interviewing and stuff?
Right. You don't have to do it. There's none of that, right? You don't have to go out and apply for the jobs and interviews that go through a long process, anything like that. No, you just get approved and you do the work.
Yeah, but if they're not great jobs, you know what I mean? It's a job. It's not like, it's like factory work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not a career.
But it's a lot less pressure. Less pressure. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's quote unquote easy to just go out and take a gig job, as opposed to having to go to school and all that stuff, and now having to first even prove yourself for somebody to even hire you. And all that bullshit, right? So that was just interesting how I think, but basically what it was just saying is, this is just speaking to the fact that gig economy jobs are here to stay. Last 1 year, gig market witnessed a mounting gig job. I think this is this article was definitely translated from a different language or whatever, because it's not the best English. But basically, they just seen a very, very large growth in Taskmo, and obviously, it's not showing any signs of slowing down. So that's probably pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
that's cool. I'm pretty sure that we've talked about this before.
Well, we may have talked about Taskmo in other relations, but not in this
episode 115. I went to the drive and put Taskmo. It was actually your story too, so you can't blame. Youth participation in gig economy increased 8-fold. Taskmo report, the Economic Times.
Well, it must have been a different article then. This was just 1 day ago. Okay,
I know, but it was just I wasn't gonna interrupt you when you were. It's totally fine. I'm sure I've repeated stories, but I'm like, this sounds really familiar.
Fine,
So
fine,
it was
fine.
basically like 40 episodes ago. I'm not expecting you to remember it.
Oh, it was 4. I thought you said 150.
No, 115.
Oh, okay. Then it's
Yeah.
okay.
So this was back in I don't even know the date of it. I wonder when 115 would have been.
Yeah, early last year.
Let me see.
Whatever.
I want to look. I don't know how to find the date. I'm stupid.
I repeated the story. I'm sorry, guys.
It's
My
totally
fault.
fine. I'm sure I've done it and you've missed it and no one calls us out on it. Okay, so next up, I want to talk a little about safety, which we always talk about. This is a little bit of a meaty article, so I'm actually going to pull it over in front so I can read it. It was interesting to hear some of the different apps, which we've talked about safety a million times. So it goes different apps of what they can do. Instacart recently updated their app. The ability to connect directly to a team, 24/7 safety agents, blah, blah, blah. When the feature is used, slow down, Jason. A safety agent immediately calls the shopper to see if an emergency assistance is needed. If the shopper does not answer the call, the safety agents escalate the incident to emergency service, providing the shopper's name, phone number, language, and geolocation. So that's cool because then you don't have to tell them where you are. They're like, hey. So that was good. Grubhub, same kind of thing. They have a swipe for 911. Again, same thing. If they don't hear anything, they call 911 themselves. And then there's an app called SHEQSY. It's basically an app that has duress alerts in it. So when lone worker activates a duress alert from the app, their alert immediately is sent to a live agent who attempts to contact the lone worker, confirm the emergency, and determine the type of assistance required. In the instance of a true emergency, the live agent will immediately contact 911 and provide relevant data and their location.
Oh, nice.
So that's a specific app. I often wonder when you call 911 on your phone, I don't think they get your location right away. I don't think they have access to that right away.
Well, they start triangulating.
They start doing it, but how great would it be if you had an app instead of you hit that instead of dialing 911? I don't know. I'd probably still dial 911, but like if you're like overwhelmed and aren't able to speak, like I don't know. I just think I think they got to come up with something technology wise. Like the second you dial 911, it pings your phone. Like it should ping your phone immediately.
But see,
I don't know. It may already. I just thought it took some time to figure out where you were.
Probably does, but I see some problems with that though. I mean, a lot of people are gonna be
like Big Brother.
Yeah, the whole thing about.
Well, let's be honest. They all have access to our shit right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Someone could find exactly where I am. They probably can see me in my house through my walls. Like I'm sure of it. At any moment, they can access my phone.
They can see you through your clothing and everything.
Yeah, they can see. Yes, they can see my 2-incher, you know. Oh, sorry, friend of bus barn friend. Sorry about that.
You know too much now.
Yeah, you know way too much. You know way too much. So I don't know. I like all the safety stuff. I'm very rarely feel unsafe when I'm working, but it's still nice to have something available if need be.
It definitely nice, and I think it's nice that there is stuff available for the drivers. It's not all for the riders.
Yes, because I mean, there's no app that could defend that guy that got shot in the back of the head. I mean, she fucking shot him in the back of the head, which like should be charged. Like it's got to be at least.
I hope she will be
at least manslaughter. I mean, like that is not the right escalation. If you feel like you call 911, you use the safety protocols in the apps, you don't pull out your pistol, which it was carried legally, and shoot the guy in the back of the head.
But she shouldn't have been able to have that gun in the first place.
Why?
Because she was, I don't know. I shouldn't say anything.
I mean, no.
She was scared, right?
Right. She obviously was scared, but was her life threatened? No, he was just driving.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, and I think there was a little bit of a language barrier too, so that probably didn't help in the escalation of her being worried.
Well, yeah.
But just say, hey, can you let me off here, please?
Right.
And then if it gets weird, okay, then we have some sort of a discussion. But of course, probably didn't have a freaking dash cam, so no one knows it's he said, she said, and he's dead.
Well, unless you took the dash cam.
Well, no. No one's saying that. Yes. Why you gotta escalate to that? Like, why are you saying that? I mean, I wouldn't put it past her, but like, she's just an unhinged person that shouldn't have a pistol.
I know. That's what I'm just saying. She shouldn't have had a pistol.
Right. Clearly, she has not been trained appropriately.
No.
All right, real quick, Middleton
I
Tech.
have a question.
Yes, sir.
Is it her fault or is it the pistol's fault?
It is her fault. It's not the pistol's fault.
Okay. But I'm bummed. Okay.
Why does that? It was DoorDash. Did you
Oh,
hit something
I
accidentally?
didn't mean
You
to do
got
it.
button happy. All right, Middleton God damn it. Middleton Technologies, Maximo Flex Alert, and Drive Utility Helper. All three apps from Gary Middleton. The link is in the description. Please sign up for a subscription. We would greatly appreciate it. Flex Alert lets you know if there's routes that drop, but they did not grab them for you. Maximo, like Jesper just signed up for, filters shitty rides and those Lyft classics that they call it. Not Lyft X, Lyft Classic. That's what they call Lyft Basic Classic. So check it out. They all help. Drive Utility Helper is just for DoorDash and Maximo's for the rest of them. I don't know why there's two separate ones. Don't ask me. That's a coding thing. That's a Gary thing. They just are. So they work simultaneously with each other, though. So if you do get an Uber ride, it will shut DoorDash off and vice versa.
I don't have a problem with that because
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
have DoorDash.
Yeah, like Eric said, when are you going to get in double digits, Jesper, for food delivery?
I'm not.
You can do it.
I'm never
Do
gonna.
you think
get
how
double.
happy he would be?
It's not even triple digits. It's like double digits.
Yeah, we need to get double digits. We're under double digits at this point.
I would never do it.
Real quick, as I said to Jesper, this is yours, isn't it? Yeah, I was just gonna let you know the hourly's been around for a while,
Right.
and I don't know if we've actually talked about it. So,
I don't know either.
So
I don't know either.
let's talk.
So DoorDash adds hourly pay option for gig economy drivers, which I think is kind of cool. So basically, when you accept a new job, you have the ability, if you're not already on an hourly, you have the ability to say, I want this job at this price, or I want to start an hourly.
So before you continue, I see the press release is June 28th. I wonder, since Grand Rapids seems to be a model where they try things out, I wonder if we've had the hourly for a lot longer than everyone else.
Maybe.
Because why would they release this on June 28th? I mean, this is old news for me. We've had hourly for 6 months.
See, I didn't know. Like, I don't do DoorDash.
Yeah, again, we're under double digits. All right, continue.
So basically, at the start of every dash, where earn by time is available, they're going to choose which earning mode they want to use, and at any time, they can end their dash and start a new one in a different mode when available. So basically, when you start a new dash, you choose, and then if you choose to get earned by time, you're going to start your hour, and then that's what it is. So without some kind of change to the gig workers' pay structure, restaurant aggregators struggle to hold on to their network of couriers, according to Living Paycheck by Paycheck. The June edition of the real-time payments tracker, a PYMTS, and the clearinghouse collaboration. The new hourly minimum rate offered by DoorDash will apply to the period between the driver's acceptance of an offer and their completion of the delivery, according to the press release. Do you think it's going to help? I mean, has it been helping?
Well, I've never done it by time. I've never even dabbled in it. The highest I've seen it is 18 an hour. But the problem is you're taking every order, because otherwise, if you cherry pick,
right?
I mean, you might cherry pick a $10 order. Ooh, right. This is only 3 miles. It may only took you like 15 minutes. You're only getting paid $18 or $17 an hour for that 15 minutes, which would be whatever divide, like a quarter of that, whatever a quarter. So like $6. That's all you're getting paid.
Oh.
So the second it's from you accept the order and you drop it off, clock stops. So when you're just sitting around just like normal, you're not getting paid. So if you cherry pick and don't take the $2.50 orders, it's basically making people take the $2.50, because why wouldn't you?
Right.
You're getting paid by the hour. So just drive. You might have to drive 13 miles for $2.50, but that whole time you're getting paid.
Right. But you're still only going to pay $18.
Correct. That's the highest I've seen it. I'm sure it's higher in different markets, but that's the highest I've seen it in my market.
Here. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've never tried it.
And why would you do it for $18? I
mean, if it was $18 on Tuesday at 11 a.m., I would take it, because there's
sure.
Without multi-apping, I ain't making $18 an hour on DoorDash.
Yeah.
No, if I was just doing straight DoorDash, I would take that. But if I'm multi-apping, I'm not gonna do that. So I mean, maybe I should try it just to get like a little bit of a history on it and see how it worked out. But I can't see how it works out better than doing it cherry picking, or in quotes, because you almost have to not multi-app. You can't
Right.
multi-app.
So here's an interesting idea. Do you think that all the different apps take multi-app into consideration? Because
They try to curate a program that forces you to be on their app without
right,
multi-app.
right. So my question is, do you think their algorithm gets worse if they're noticing that you are multi-apping?
Because they can notice. Yeah,
Of course they'll see it.
they'll
yeah.
say, "Oh, he was a little late on that delivery," like, and they'll give you violations. Like they
Well,
know when you're multi-apping.
But are they also going to? Are they gonna now give you 2 or 3 shitty orders now because you they notice you multi?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them.
I know that's the
I mean,
thing,
why
right?
not punish us for not doing what we're supposed to do?
But I mean, let's be honest too. When I'm out, I choose to do one app, right?
Yeah.
And I'm always doing pretty okay. Honestly, I drive at night. I drive Friday and Saturday. These are the easy times to drive.
Yeah.
But I'm always doing pretty well.
Yeah. There's really no reason for you to multi-app.
No.
I mean, I usually, when I did rideshare too, I picked one or the other.
Right.
Unless it was incredibly slow, which again, from
Then
9
you
to
go
2.
home.
Yeah, exactly. From 9 to 2, it shouldn't be incredible.
No,
I mean, it can be slow, but like, and again, I don't know why Lyft hasn't offered you, unless they know that like somehow you can't get on Uber, but like they're probably realizing, oh, this guy suddenly came to Lyft, so he's either got deactivated by Uber
He's
or
back.
he's back. So maybe that's why they're not giving you the bonus, because they got you by the balls, because they know they don't know really, but they know, why is this guy back after 4 years of being off Lyft?
Right.
Uber fucked him, so we're not going to give him promos.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm saying normally you don't need to multi-app because you got a bonus on one.
Right.
So
No, it's true.
anyways, well, that is going to do it for us tonight. We're almost at an hour. We got a couple of stories left, and we'd love to talk to you on Patreon tonight. It looks like Larry just joined a little late. That little bitch. Just kidding, Larry. Our best supporter ever.
He can join us at the Patreon.
Yeah. Go to patreon.com, search the GigaCon podcast. Next week we have hold please. I think his name
Drum solo.
I think his name is, where the fuck did I email this guy from? I think I actually ended up, sorry. Oh yeah. So Steve from Rideshare Rodeo, if you're listening to this, use my business email. You always introduce us in our regular email. Jeff Thomas Black. He is writing a book on the DoorDash experience in a different view than you might think. So we're going to have him on. He's a creator, not a YouTube creator, a book writer. So
that's cool.
Interesting perspective. So that'll be 8 p.m. Eastern next week, Wednesday.
Can't wait. Be awesome.
And I know we didn't talk about the picnic, but if you listen to the audio podcast, there's an ad right before it. So you should, There's no reason for you not to know about the picnic.
The picnic is still going on.
The picnic is still going on. And I'm really looking forward to it. So.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. And remember, don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
And we'll see you on the road.
Fucking rookie. Good night.
See you on Patreon.